Mitikai Oyesun on my relations. I want to jump right into this today because I am really upset. The whole thing about Walter Wallace Jr., travesty. Absolutely shouldn't have happened. I've gone on record about this before. All the police at the scene shouldn't be allowed or encouraged to fire all at the same time, and they shouldn't be emptying their revolvers all at the same time. I'm saying revolvers. I'm dating myself. What do I know about guns? There should be a primary shooter designated, secondary, tertiary, especially with a guy wielding a knife. You don't just bam, 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 you bam, assess the situation, see if you need to shoot again. Shoot for the legs. They were only a few feet away. Use tasers. Be supplied with tasers. So the police were wrong, but let me get deeper into this because everyone knew that Walter Wallace had mental issues. And he had an arrest record that goes back to when he was 13 when he assaulted a teacher. He punched his mom in the mouth. His mom sought a restraining order. The man had a long history of threatening women with death and burning down their property and assaulting police officers, even kicking out a windshield once of a police cruiser. Why was he allowed to be on the streets? He has mental issues, so the police are just supposed to just, I don't know, go along with this? He had videos. He posted his own videos, an aspiring rapper, and he rapped about shooting police, and he had a gun in his videos, an assault weapon. I'm assuming it was a real weapon, but there were no bullets in it. At least I hope so. Why was this behavior encouraged, enabled? Why? I think that his family let him down. I think his community let him down. I think I always point to us, we, the society, let him down. He should have been committed. He should not have been enabled. And this is what happened. All the blame cannot be placed on the police. It cannot be. Should absolutely not be. And then we have the media irresponsibly making this an issue of black and white. Solomon Jones, a columnist from the Inquirer, said that he can't imagine a white mom begging the cops not to shoot her mentally ill child and the cops going ahead and shooting him. Well, I wrote that I can because I saw it. I witnessed such a thing, and I did some digging. According to data that I found in the Washington Post, something like 58% of the mentally ill who were shot are white, 16% black, 13% Latino. And it was part of a larger story that so many encounters with the mentally ill end in gunfire, end with the crippling or the death of the mentally ill assailant. And that is something that needs to be addressed. That is something that needs to stop happening. There is no justification for allowing violence by anyone, including the mentally ill. But there have to be, there are programs and strategies in place so that this would never get, so that the mentally ill gets to a point where they are standing in front of a cop or a loved one or whatever, threatening violence with a weapon. There are all strategies in place so this doesn't need to happen. And yet it keeps happening. It happens way too often, and that is what that article speaks of. There are many articles about that, and it's not a black-white thing. To reduce it to a black-white thing is absolutely irresponsible. It creates a feeling of dread among the black community, and it creates a feeling of guilt, of shame among the white community. For some reason, we keep talking about black and white, but when there's other colors and other cultures and other ethnicities in this nation and in this world, but it's black and white. This is incredibly reductive. It is incredibly irresponsible. People are getting hurt. There are riots going on in Philadelphia right now. There are stores being looted, including black-owned businesses. There are journalists and police who are being assaulted. How does this have anything to do with making the situation better? between police and people of color, between police and anyone, between police and the mentally ill? How does it make anything better for the family of Walter Wallace? How does it make anything better for the people of Philadelphia? How does it make anything better anywhere at all? This is outrageous. This is wrong. It needs to stop. Peace. 4 fingers. My goal in life is to achieve that peace. 4 fingers. Whatever you want it to mean. Peace in our lifetimes for everyone I encounter. Be good to yourselves.